Hello everyone, it's Danzen here. Let's continue to the next module, which is perform basic string formatting in C#. Since yesterday we already learned a lot about store and retrieve data using literal and variable values in C#. Now is day 3 of my 100 days code challenge. So let's just do it. Alright, let's just continue to the link. Don't forget the timer here. I got the Pomodoro technique, 60 minutes for learning and 10 minutes for break. Alright, let's start from now. Wait. Yeah. I think today this one. Perform basic string formatting in C#. So, what is it? Let's just go to the introduction. Wait, I actually forgot the mic, sorry. As a software developer, you'll need to write C# code to combine and format literal and variable data to create a new value. That value might be displayed, saved to file, or sent across the network. Fortunately, C# provides many ways to combine and format data. But for this module, we will learn especially about string formatting. Very special module that just specially to string only. Suppose you want to display the output of a command line application you're writing. You want to display values including literal text, text in variables, numeric data, and textual data in other languages, maybe such as Japanese, Korean, Russian, Chinese, or Hindi, or other language other than English. It's possible here because you use like Unicode sequence special characters, and so on. How will you format it correctly so that the user can understand what your application is communicating to them? In this module, you will use character escape sequence to format literal things, strings of text to include special characters, including tabs and line fits. Even characters from different languages like kanji or Cyrillic script, you'll learn how to concatenate two strings together, and we'll use string interpolation to create a literal strings template with replaceable parts. Okay, by the end of this module, you will be able to control how data is displayed to end user of your application. But to make sure your learning objective in this module, there are currently 4 points here. So the first point is create string data containing tabs, new lines, and other special characters. That's the first one. And then the second point is create string data containing Unicode characters. Unicode. I think that's related to UTF-16, if I'm not wrong. This third point is combine string data into a new string value via concatenation. The fourth point is via interpolation. The third point is concatenation, and the fourth point is interpolation. That's it. So before you go to this module, at least you have the experience, you have the requirements here. The prerequisites is beginner level experience with net editor. That means you can already understand what net editor is, how to press the green button maybe. Beginner level experience with displaying a message to a console using console write line and console write. That means you can differentiate this write line and write. Write line means appends a new line to the output, but the console write it does not. Okay, and the third point of the prerequisite is beginner level experience with data types. There are 5 data types. What is that? What is it? Boolean, and then integer, floating, float, string, char, and then declaring the variable, initializing the variable, setting the values of the variables, and retrieving values from the variables. And we can continue to the next unit exercise, combine string using character escape sequence. Okay, there is a lot here. I think this is interesting guide, interesting tutorial. Let's see. Suppose you've been asked to create a mock-up of command line that will generate invoice in both English and Japanese. You don't have to build the actual functionality that generates the invoices yet. You only need to provide the command line interface to internal customer in the billing department for their approval. Your manager asks you to make sure you add formatting to make the current progress of the tool clear. Your manager also asks you to provide instruction for Japanese user on how to generate invoice in Japanese. Your exercise here, you learn different techniques to display special characters and add different types of formatting to the output. So the first one is character escape sequence. What is it? It's an instruction to the runtime to insert special character that will affect the output of your string. In C#, the escape character sequence begins with a backslash. It will begin from the backslash. or you can say it's escape character, followed by the character you're escaping, any character that is related to the C# syntax or C# guidelines. For example, the N, that means a new line. Sequence will add a new line, and \t sequence will add a tab. Okay, let's just test here. I will just write it down. Okay, if you run the code, you will see the following output. Pick this one. This first line has the \n, that means appends new line. After the hello, world will be outputted on the next line because of this character escape. And then the second line, we have the \t here. That means it adds a tab after the hello before the world. Let's see the output. It's exactly the same like in the guidelines. Okay, like this. Okay, we can continue. What if you need to insert a double quotation mark in literal strings? To insert double quotation in literal strings. I mean, what if you want to add like double quotation mark like this? Is this possible? Is that possible? If you don't use the character escape sequence, you will confuse the compiler because it will think you want to terminate the string prematurely. Okay, it's just like this. You can see here, this is incomplete literal strings because there are 4 double quotation mark, and as it said that it will confuse the compiler because the earlier double quotation mark is already correct, but the last double quotation mark, where is it? Is this one? Is it here? Or maybe this? You confuse them basically, but it will result in error because it will end the literal string in here. The first one will be read, but the last part, the last double quotation mark will not be read. That will end up prematurely. Okay, so if we press the green button, the syntax error, it will result an error. The name world doesn't exist in the current context. Yeah, of course. The net editor will put a red squiggly line under the world, but if you attempt to run the code anyway, you will see the following output. Yeah, you can see here there is a red squiggly line below the world and some characters here. That means an error since you confuse them of your double quotation of your multiple double quotation mark, the only allowed of the amount of double quotation mark is just 2. It's just 2. Unless you want to add something like this to handle that situation, use the backslash double quotation mark escape sequence. Okay, so this one will be work because you add a character that will help the compiler can read what you think. So this one will work. Basically, if you want to add double quotation mark in the middle of the literal strings, you need to add the backslash. That's is important to be known. If not, it will not working. Okay, the output is the same. What if you need to use the backslash for other purpose, like a display, a file, path? Okay, like this one maybe. The previous one is double quotation mark in the double quotation mark, but now backslash. Do you think we need a backslash in the backslash? Let's check it out. So I think this one is error, yeah, as you can see, because the backslash is already united with this S, I think, and this backslash has united with this R. Unfortunately, C# didn't serve the backslash for escape sequence. So if you run the code, the compiler will display the following error. See, error, unrecognized escape sequence. The problem is the sequence backslash S, the backslash R doesn't produce an error because it's a valid escape sequence for a carriage return. So yeah, either S or R is telling about carriage return. I don't know which one. However, you don't want to use a carriage return in this context. Yeah, we need to learn the basic first. We don't want to be complicated at the first place. But to solve this problem, you use the backslash in the backslash, double backslash. See, I guess I was correct. So this one will be correct because any character after the backslash, I mean any special character like double quotation mark or backslash, if you don't put the backslash in the left of it, it will not be working. But if you put the backslash, then you put either backslash or double quotation mark, it will be working. That's we learn in this part. Okay, escaping the backslash character produces the output you intended. See, this backslash has, I mean, this part has 2 backslash, but the output has only 1 backslash. I think you already know the reason, because this is just go to compiler, not to the output. The compiler read this one as 1 backslash because, as I said, backslash equal backslash, and plus double quotation mark equal only double quotation mark without the backslash. I hope you can understand. Sorry for the complicated explanation. Okay, we can continue to the format output using character escape sequence. Select all the code in net editor and place delete as usual. Just delete it all. The second point is to create the mock-up of the command. Okay, of the command line to enter the following code in the editor. So I copy, or let's just write it. Console write line. So your muscle memory will be trained. Don't just copy and copy. This is more for my best too, for my understanding, for my experience. I just prefer to type it. But for this one, you can actually copy this. Invoice. Oh, oh, I think I got wrong there. Let's just copy this one. So let's see. An error is occurred. I forgot this is semicolon. So this one will be an output. Let's elaborate why the position is like this, why the output have some space, has a new line, why this has tabs, why this one is very far away from invoice. Okay, so the first line, the console is methods, the right line is the console is class, the right line is methods, and then this one is literal strings. Inside of it, the input is generating invoice for customer. Until here, it's fine. Okay, it's fine until here, but as we learned previously, we want to put the double quotation mark, but it's impossible without the backslash. So the syntax will be like this. So the output, the double quotation mark is available here in the output. The same applies here, and then the triple dot, and then don't forget the new line escape character. the new line will create a new line here, as you can see. Wait. Oh, so the second line here is on the third line of the output. Why is it? Because of this new line plus right line. The new line 1 plus 1 equal 2. So the 1 plus 2 equal 3. So the second line is on the third line is already correct. Okay, the second line, invoice 1021. What is T? T is about tabs. Oh, so this is double T escape sequence, double T escape characters. So it will create double tabs here, as you can see, double tabs. After the invoice 1021, it will create a double tabs, and then it end in the complete. Same here on the third line, and then the console write line. The fourth line is output directory. Okay, so it's the same concept like 1 and 2. You create the right line here, right line, and then it create in the fourth line, it create the new line with this escape character of n, which appends new line. So right line plus this one equal 2 new lines. Yeah. So output directory is on the 6th line is already correct. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Verbatim string literal. Let's continue. Verbatim string literal. A verbatim string literal will keep all white space and character without the need to escape the backslash. Okay. To create a verbatim string, will keep all white space and character without the need to escape the backslash. So actually here you don't need to involve any of backspace, complicated things like double quotation mark with backslash, T with backslash, and with backslash. But with verbatim, it's very dynamic. You just simply put what is this? What do you say for this one? Oh, add sign, sorry. Okay, add sign. To create a verbatim string, use the add sign directive before the literal string. You just actually need to simply put this add sign before the double quotation mark of the literal string, and the output will be the same as you type in the input in this right line. Let's just copy. Okay, this is the white space. There are many white space here. And the output will be obviously the same, without any backslash, without any issue like this. Actually, this you need double backslash like before, like as we learned before. But since there is a verbatim here, any issue will be skip it. I don't know the reason, but why you need to make something like a character escape sequence when you already have the verbatim? Maybe a character escape sequence is more accurate, or verbatim has some error if you go too far or complicated. Okay, notice that the string spans 2 lines and the white space generated by this C# instruction is kept in the following output. Okay, format output using verbatim string literals. Add the following line of code beneath the code that you created previously. Okay, so I have to write again the code. Don't forget don't forget @ sign, and then the literal string C / invoices. Oh, you mean this? You mean this one? I see. Oh. I forgot, I missed the C. That's fine. Okay, as you can see, this first line to the fourth line, it doesn't use the verbatim methods, the verbatim theory, but the fifth line is using the verbatim concept. So it's much more dynamic than before. But what if we test the first line with verbatim at the @ sign? I guess the result, the output will be the same exactly like in this literal string. Maybe it's error, bro. Wait, it has some error. Contuso. Let's just test the second line. See, it's exactly the same like this. Maybe because the verbatim doesn't want to involve the double quotation mark, but it can still involve the backslash, I think. See? The second line is exactly the same input and output, but just without the @ sign and without the double quotation mark. I still have no clue why this one, where the double quotation mark, it doesn't work. So verbatim is not working with the double quotation mark, but it works with backslash. Let's just check it out later. I think just continue. At least we already learned the basic. That's I was discussed is a bit too far from the context of these guidelines of this exercise. Okay. Unicode escape character. You can also add encoded character in literal string using the \u escape sequence, then a 4-character code representing some character in Unicode. If you know Unicode, there are plenty of it. I have read some already, like this one. Unicode, usually it runs on UTF-16. As you can see, this is one example of Unicode, or maybe this special character, but I think not every special character is available on UTF-16, but you can expect to go to higher UTFs such as 32, such as UTF-32, which has much variety of special characters, I think, or Unicode. But let's just continue. In this display, the comments konnichiwa world console right line, as it said, you have to use \u to do the Unicode characters, then a 4-character code like this one, \u, then 4 characters here. It's represent the some character in Unicode. Let's check it out. What is this? Oh yeah, hiragana. See, U3053. It's exactly the same. So Unicode, something like this. Just check on the internet if you want to see what is the 4 characters code of this special character or Unicode. Always check. You have internet, you have always be online to see what Unicode are there, and then it ends up space and world. Okay. Note, there are several caveats here. What is caveats? Condition. There are several conditions here. First, some console like the Windows command prompt will not display all Unicode character. It will replace those character with question mark character instead. Also, the if you know the question mark character, I think you have already know about this. Yeah. Sometimes if I don't get the Unicode character, or the Unicode is beyond too far from the compiler that they can read, it will end up like this. Sorry. Also, the example used here are UTF-16. Some characters require UTF-32 and therefore require a different escape sequence. This is a complicated subject. It means this one is complicated, and this module is only aiming at showing you what is possible. Depending on your need, you may need to spend quite a bit of time learning and working with Unicode characters in your application. And then we can continue to the format output using Unicode escape characters. To complete the mock-up of the command line tool, you will add a phrase in Japanese that translates to generate Japanese invoices Then you'll display a verbatim literal string that represent a command the user can enter. You will also add some escape sequence from formatting. Okay, here I have to do add some phrases Japanese that translate this to generate Japanese invoice, and then I have to display the verbatim literal string that represent a command the user can enter. You'll add some escape sequence. Oh, I have to add some escape sequence too for formatting. Okay, add the following code to your application. Let's just copy this. Nihon no seki so sei suru ni wa. I think that is the kanji. I don't know the language Japanese of this one. Oh, double new lines. Okay, and it ends on the new line as well, plus backslash t. Okay, what will be the result of it? See, because of the double new line, it skipped 2 new lines here and it ends up on the 3rd lines. Okay, and it has 4 character already after the backslash Unicode. So I think all fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait. 14. But here 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Only 13. I didn't know why this Unicode has 14 character, but in output it has only 13. Okay, to answer your code is correct, compare it with the following. So oh yeah, I have to compare with this. So the result will be no output. Why no output? Why the reason it has no output? Why? It's literally the same thing, Toke. What about this one? It has the output successfully, but not about this. No output. It's already at the console write line. Why there's no output? It should be working, Toke. This one is correct, bro. No output as well. Let's delete this, and it has an output. So why it has no output here? Is it because it has two verbatim? No, I think of course no. Let's just restart this. Still no output. Let's test on the different platform. See, it completes. Just wait the question mark. I think they cannot read the Unicode. This for hiragana for Japanese language. A bit complicated here. I don't have any clue why this doesn't work. Let's check it out on the different platform. It works perfectly with the Japanese Unicode. So why this doesn't work? Let's just skip it for now. Let's continue to the recap. I don't want to waste my time, but for my understanding, it's already alright. Here's what you've learned about formatting literal strings so far. So I learned about use character escape sequence when you need to insert a special character into a literal string, like a tab. It should be \t, a new line with \n, or a double quotation mark with double quotation mark. That's it. And the second point of the recap is use an escape character for the \. Okay, so double \, or you can say \, in the \, when you need to use a \, in all other scenarios. Where is the example? The example like before, like previous, like this one. It will end like this. Okay, use the add sign or verbatim directive to create a verbatim string literal that keeps all white space formatting and \ character in a string. So if you want to keep all the white space, but what if, let's test another one. I'm still curious what will happen here. Is it possible here with white space? Yeah, it's possible, but what about this one? Well, it's error. Okay, what if we add the add sign for verbatim literal string? It will be working. See the comparison. See the difference here? With the verbatim concept, it will work, but without of it, the white space here will be useless and will result an error. Not an error, but many errors. Okay, use the \u plus a 4-character code to represent Unicode characters UTF-16 in a string. You can use for Japanese, Russian, not just a language, but special characters like here. There are so many of it. Yeah, so many of it. Even UTF-8, UTF-16, UTF until UTF-32. Okay, there are so many of it. Let's test one of them. I'm curious what will happen if I put a random of Unicode character. Where can okay, this one. Okay, let's test. Let's test which one? Yeah, let's test this one. 0 to okay, 0244 0244. Okay, I'm curious as well. What if you want to use a new line in the verbatim? Will it work? It works, but the new line escape characters is not working. I mean, the new line functionality is not working because it replaced by @ sign, which is the functionality of verbatim. So this one will be useless. So I want to test the Unicode here. Okay, so U0244. What will happen here? See, it's exactly the same like this. Let's test one more. I want this one. 026A, 026E. See, it's working. The special character, the Unicode character is working. It's perfectly correct. I'm satisfied. Okay, Unicode characters may not print correctly depending on the application. Okay, that means that some characters will end up like this, rectangle or question mark. If that character is not available in the applications, just it depends on the application. I think we can continue to the combined string using string concatenation. But if you have some question, you can ask in the comments and we will discuss it. Okay, concatenation, this is the keyword. Often you will need to combine data from many different sources, including literal strings, and variables. Okay, literal string. I guess you know what is literal strings plus variables. Can we actually combine literal string with variables such as this? Okay, yesterday we learned about variable, right? Can we actually combine it with this one between the literal string and variable? Yes, actually we can. It's explained in these guidelines, I think, because as the title said, concatenation. You'll use string concatenation to combine two. Okay, what is string concatenation? String concatenation is programmers speak for simply combining two or more string values into a new string values. So the first value and the second values will become the third value, which is the new value, the new string. Unlike addition, the second value is appended. The second value is appended to the end of the first value, and so on. In the following exercise, you will write code to concatenate string values together. Concatenate a literal string and a variable. To concatenate two strings together, you use the string concatenation operator, which is the plus symbol. As you can see here. Okay, let's just immediately delete all and go to the second question, the second part. Enter the following code in the code editor. Type pop. Why always pop? Is it the common name in worldwide? Okay, hello, then forget space, first name, and console right line, and then message. So we have string, which is data types, string data types, and then variable of the first name equal is set to Bob. The first name is set to Bob, and the message variable is set to hello plus first name. So it's not just hello, literal string, but the message, it has variable. Oh, I see, variable in variable. I think this concept is called intermediate variables, because a variable containing one variable or more, it will become intermediate variables. Message containing first name which set to Bob. Okay, now run the code. Okay, I see hello Bob, it working perfectly. Notice the order. The first string hello is the first in the new string. The first string hello is first. Okay, hello is the first string. Don't forget that this is the first one, and the value in the first name variable is appended to the end of it. It appended to the end after exactly hello and white space here. Yeah, so the result will be hello and then Bob here. It's appended exactly after the white space, after the hello here. Okay, one more after that we will break. Concatenate multiple variables and literal strings. You can perform okay. Previous we just concatenate a single variable and literal string, but now is multiple variables. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. We can see in the code here, string first name pop, greeting hello is set to hello, message is greeting plus first name. That is multiple variables. That's 2 variables. And also multiple literal strings is as well working. And then we see here it's print the message, which has 4 units, 2 variables and 2 literal strings. Here you create a more complex message. I don't think one more. I think we can continue up until the recap here, and then we can take a break. Okay, here you create more complex message by combining several variables and literal string. Okay, let's just copy. I didn't want to copy actually, just write it down so my muscle memory. Okay, this one is white space. Don't forget the first name, and it's end with this character. Okay, error greeting. Oh, I haven't set the greeting variable yet with the string data types. So greeting is set to hello. Here I think this will be working perfectly. Wait, my internet connection, I think it has a problem here. But let's just wait. Okay. Let's me just reload this page. Okay, my internet is back online, so it works perfectly. Greeting is set to hello, yes, here, and then we have the white space, it's located in here, and then first name pop is set to pop, is located in here, and then this character, what is this character name? Exclamation mark. Okay, exclamation mark here. So the result is perfectly what I expected from the third line. Okay, but you need to avoid intermediate variables like this one. This one is intermediate variables. Message variable is containing greeting variable and first name. It's way too complicated. If I see, it will be messy for me to see a code like this. It's so spaghetti. Why not just make the message? Why not just remove the message, and then we take the value here and then put it immediately in the right line methods. That will be more neat. we then use more intermediate variables for this one, and we can only have lines. We can only have 3 lines instead having the 4 lines. Okay, now run the code. The result in the output console should be the same even if you simplify the code. Okay, I haven't read this. I think in the previous step, use an extra variables to hold the new string that resulted from the concatenation operation, unless you have a good reason to do so. I don't have a good reason for this, so I think this one is working perfectly for me, and it's more neat to see. Also, you can and should avoid using intermediate variables by performing the concatenation operation as you need it. Okay, for performing the concatenation operation in this guide, you should avoid it using intermediate variables, because what is the purpose of this message? It's kind of useless. It's kind of useless. Because you already have this variable greeting and first name, why not just put all these 4 values in this place, in this place, replacing the message variable. Okay, now I just simplified the code from 4 lines into 3 lines. That's the good idea. Okay, recap. Here's what you've learned about string concatenation so far. String concatenation allows you to combine smaller literal and variable strings into a single string. Okay, what is it? Okay, the keyword is literal and variable strings. Literal string and variable strings. Even multiple variables or multiple literal string is working perfectly in this exercise, and you can already try it out on your net editor. Okay, the second point of the recap is avoid creating intermediate variables if adding them doesn't increase readability. Okay, so readability is the way you want to read it more easily, more neat, and you don't want complicated stuff in your vision. So this one is more neat, I think. So that's it for now. I think we can take a break. Okay, take a break 10 minutes from now. Okay, the break is over. Let's continue to the next unit, which is interpolation. This exercise combines string using interpolation. Since previous one, we learned about combined string using string concatenation, but for this one is about interpolation. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, while string concatenation is simple and convenient, string interpolation is growing in popularity in situations where you need to combine many literal strings and variable into a single formatted message. Yeah, it's very dynamic, it's very versatile. I like to use interpolation in other programming language, maybe such as other programming language like Python. Okay, so basically, what is string interpolation? String interpolations combines multiple values into a single literal string by using a template and one or more interpolation expression. In interpolation expression, what is interpolation expression? Oh, here is indicated by an opening and closing. So the interpolation also have the expression. So what is the expression here? Indicated by an opening and closing curly brace symbol. Okay, like this, and you put the word inside of the curly brace symbol. You can put any C# expression that returns a value inside the braces. The literal strings becomes a template when it's prefixed by the $sign character. So the interpolation is related to dollar character, and interpolation expression interpolation is related with this curly brace symbol and $sign character. And the previous one, we know that verbatim is related with @, but this one is a bit different. And concatenation is related with plus sign, plus symbol, to concatenate between variables or literal strings. This one is a bit different. Okay, just let's see the example here. In other words, instead of writing the following line of code, you can write this more concise line of code instead. This one is the example of concatenation. Here you have to add plus here, so triple plus, to concatenate four values, which are two variables and two literal strings. It worked perfectly fine. I forgot. Okay, so this one, no output. Because no console write line. Okay, let's run this one. The concatenation thing is working perfectly, but in this unit we want to test what is exactly interpolation and how does it work. As you can see, there's dollar sign. The concept is literally like verbatim. You have to put the some character behind or before the double quotation mark, or you can say literal strings. You put at sign in here if it is a verbatim, but if it's a string interpolation, you have to put a dollar sign here right before the double quotation mark. And then for the variable, you have to put a curly brace symbol on it. So curly brace symbol, and inside of it, it's variable that you desire. So just copy here. Right. Okay, I think it will be work. Greeting with greeting is for greeting is come from the second line here, and the first name is come from this first line, which is Bob. So hello Bob. Okay, and I see there is white space here. It's also applies, it's also working because it's still on the path of this double quotation mark. It's still inside of the double quotation mark, so the white space is also working. But I see this is more versatile, it's also more dynamic. I like interpolation much more rather than concatenation. But actually it depends on your need, depends on your purpose. It's back to your choice basically. Okay, in the simple example, I save a few keystrokes. Is a few keystroke. Okay, what is right? You can imagine how much more concise string interpolation can be in more complex operation. Moreover, many find the string interpolation syntax cleaner and easier to read. Yes, like I said, it's much more easier. I like it more. It's much better for me rather than concatenation. But sometimes I use concatenation, like in the Google Sheets, Google Spreadsheets, Excel. I use concatenation more. In the following exercise, you will write the previous message using string interpolation. Okay. Use string interpolation to combine a literal string and a variable value. So not variable and variable again, but right now is literal string and variable. Let's say, and I don't see the code here. I just want to try it out myself for my understanding. So let's say hello. Will it end up hello Bob in the output? Yes, exactly. So literal string plus interpolation expression. Yes. Okay, so delete it all. Let's just continue here. The number 2 string, you create a literal string and prefix the string with the dollar symbol. So prefix, don't forget to prefix that. For verbatim, you prefix the @ sign. For interpolation, you prefix the dollar symbol. The literal string should contain at least one set of curly braces, and inside of those characters you use the name of variable. So inside the curly braces you should use the variable that you desire to be outputted, and then we can enter the following code in net editor. I prefer to type it myself as usual, because why not? We just copy and copy, but you don't understand anything. That's obviously useless unless you already master it. Okay, let's press the green button. Hello, Bob. Yes, working perfectly fine. Wait, did I just do the same thing like this before? Oh, a bit different. This has only 3 lines, but previously I did 4 lines. The only difference is without greetings. Yeah, with that greeting variable. They remove the greeting variable here. Okay. Now run the code. Okay, hello Bob. Yes, the output is exactly the same. Dollar and then curly braces, and inside of it has variable from the first line which set to Bob. So hello white space and then Bob. Yes, correct, and should be easy for you. Okay, continue to use string interpolation with multiple variables and literal strings. Multiple. It's just the same, I think. You just need to do it like this. Update text, okay, and version. Update text and version. So 2 variables here with the prefix of dollar. Don't forget that. So I think the result will be update text will be update to Windows, and then it has space here, then 11. That's it. Pretty easy. I don't need to write it again because the concept is literally the same. Talk. Okay, don't forget the console write line to display the output of this net editor. Okay. Okay, avoid intermediate variables again and again. Just as you did in the previous exercise, you can eliminate the temporary variables to store the message. Modify the code you wrote earlier to the following. Okay. Oh, we did some intermediate variable here. The message is contain variable of update text and variable of version. So this variable contain 2 variables, so that's why it's called intermediate variables. I think we don't need that. We can just make it like this, like we did before. Okay, I think it will be work. Yes, update to Windows. We immediately put the put the dollar and literal string with the curly braces and interpolation expression here directly inside the bright line. So we just remove the message variable, and that's make it more annoying because it has too many variables that it doesn't need to be put in, and also more neat, as I said before. So combine verbatim literal and string interpolation. So combination between verbatim, okay, and string interpolation. This one and verbatim is @. Oh, okay, so yes, dollar with verbatim. We cannot just verbatim first and then $. Will it work as well as like this? I don't know. Let's just test it out, but I need to read this one first. Suppose you need to use a verbatim literal in your template. You can use both the verbatim literal prefix symbol, @ and the string interpolation symbol together. Delete the code. Okay, I did that. The previous and type the following code into the net editor. Just not copy. I just prefer to type it for this one because it's a bit new for me. I like typing actually. So console write line. We have $sign here, and then go to the literal string C output / project name, which come from the first line variable, and end up with data. Don't forget the semicolon, and you should be work perfectly fine. Yes, sir. Okay, it's working, but what if I remove the verbatim? Will it work the same? No, it will result an error, I think. Yes, because the / need character, what is it? Character escape. Yeah, need escape character sequence like this, and it will be working if you use without verbatim concept. But if you want to use the @ you don't need a double / like this. Just put the @ here right after the $sign. But I'm still curious, what if I put the @ before the $sign? Will it work together? Will it work the same like before? Yes, it works perfectly fine, but why the @ color is white? Why not red like before? Do you see the difference? The color is different. When I put the @ before the $sign, the @ color will become white and the project name will become red. But if I put the @ after the $sign, the @ will become red, and the project name color here will become white. I don't know why, but I prefer following the guidelines like this. So just follow the guidelines and you will be okay. But actually it doesn't matter, as I test it just now. Okay, in this example, the $ symbol allow you to reference the project name variable inside the braces. Wait. Okay, in this example, the dollar symbol allows you to reference the project name. So this is a project name inside the braces. So this is the braces, while the @ symbol allows you to use the unescaped backslash character. That's it. But if we remove the $, this braces, which is interpolation expression, will not be working. See, it just output exactly like verbatim expected. So you have to put the $, if you want the interpolation expression, or I can say the braces that has variable on it working. That's it. Okay, we can continue to the recap. Here's what you've learned about string interpolation so far. String interpolation provides an improvement over string concatenation by reducing the number of characters required in some situation. Yes, I prefer this one instead of concatenation. Yes. The second point is you can combine string interpolation and verbatim literals by combining the symbol for each and using that as a prefix for the string template. Yes. So combine string interpolation and verbatim. This is the keyword. And for the string interpolation, this is the keyword, reducing the number of characters. Okay. You don't need many characters for that. Just put the variables inside of the literal string which has the $, and it's working fine. So let's just continue to the next unit. Okay. Code challenge. Okay, complete the challenge. 10 minutes is estimation. Code challenge will reinforce what you've learned and help you gain some confidence before continuing on. In this challenge, you'll print instruction to the end user to let them know where your application will output data files. You won't be actually creating any files. You're only interested in displaying formatted instruction in the console windows. You will use what you've learned about character escape sequence. Okay, I have to use character escape sequence concept, verbatim strings, unique codes, string interpolation. Where's the concatenation? Oh, I don't need that maybe. To provide instruction in both English and Russia. Okay, so the challenge, format and display instruction. I need to delete it first. Okay, begin solving the challenge with the following 2 lines of code. What I have to do? This one. Of course, it will have no output because it has no console write line. Wait, okay, it's Russian. Previously we introduced of Japanese language, but now it's Russia. The project name variable will be used twice in the desired output. Project name. The recent message variable contain the message view. Okay, let's test the console write line first. console. Will it work? The Russian message. No, not this one, but variable. Let's test it out. Okay. What is the meaning? Russia. Where is Russia? Here Russian. View Russian output. Yes, exactly the same like in this message, in this text. Okay. You must use this variable in your code that prints the message. Okay, you may not change these two lines of code. Okay, but you can add code above and below each line. You must use these two lines of code to form the desired output. You may only use either the console write line or the console write method twice. I can only use, the challenge is I can only use the either this or this method twice. Okay, so I already did only one time. Now I have one left more. In other words, to complete this element, you can only create two instructions that actually print output to the console. If you need to print additional new lines, or okay, if you need to print additional new lines or add any formatting, you must use what you've learned in this module to accomplish it. Okay, use character escape sequence, verbatim strings, Unicode string interpolation to generate the output. So for concepts that we learned before, we have to put it together. We have to make sure that the output is correctly. To complete the challenge, your code must produce the following output. So the expected output should be like this, 100% exactly the same like this, but the way your input, the way your code is, whatever you do, the output must be like this. The input is up to you. It's your code. You can use I see, but there are some rules here that you need to follow. Okay. View English output. So I cannot change this to, but I can add code above and below each line. Okay. So I have to use, okay, let me cut this first. I want to finish this first. Okay, let me just create new one, like Russian name is RU, and then the English name, English message, sorry. Wait, can I actually use more string in here? In this rule, you can add code above and below each other. You must use these two lines. Yes, I can use it. Maybe I just use, wait. I have to use two console write line, okay? So, but I want to finish this one first. Okay, so it start with I think dollar first, dollar, and then dollar is for the prefix of interpolation expression, and then we can continue to the double quotation mark, and don't forget the braces for interpolation expression, which is Russian message here. We can copy and paste here, and then don't forget, what do you say this? Colon, okay, colon. Don't forget colon, not semicolon, okay? Okay, after that, since I use the verbatim, I don't need to use the escape sequence, so I just need to enter and immediately go to the below, and then type exactly like it said in the code, okay? Watch me. I don't think I need this one. Why not just I put immediately in the literal string? So after the exercise is project name, I can put the braces here, project name, and then oh yeah, the row is for Russian language, and then data, and with text. Okay, let's finish this out. View English output, English message here. Oh, I see, don't forget this one, because it looks similar, but I don't want to use verbatim strings for this one, but I just need to use the character escape sequence for my understanding, so I ignore the @ sign for now. Okay, but see, let's remove the verbatim element here, and then Oh yeah, new lines. New line, and then don't forget tab. Okay. Oh yeah, tab. What is next? There should be no project name here. Wait. Oh yeah, the backslash. I forgot the backslash is pretty important here because the concept is without the verbatim. So you have to put double slash on it. Okay, I think it's work. Oh, error expected semicolon. Where is it? Oh, wait. I forgot semicolon on the second line. I see. Wait, Russian. Oh, English message. I put Russian message here because I just copied from below, but it should be working. Ah, new lines. I forget that. So don't forget the new line here, and it will be working perfectly fine. Exactly the same like the output that the challenge expected. Okay, view English output. Sorry, I forgot that. Okay, see exercise Ajmeru. Oh, I see. I forgot. I don't need the Russian here. Okay, the text, the Russian language, view English output, and then see exercise ACMERU data text. Okay, I think I did it. Take a note of the new lines, the tabs, and how the two mandatory lines of code are used in the output. Okay, new lines. I did the new lines escape sequence. I did the tabs escape character escape, and the two mandatory lines of code are used in the output. Yes, I did it already. Whether you get stuck and need to pick the solution or you finish successfully, continue on to view a solution to this challenge. Hopefully, will not too far from my code. Okay, string project name ACME. Yes, correct. String English location. Oh, I see you did that. Console right line English location. So you have English location there. A bit different, but the output is literally the same. I use literal string here, but he used intermediate variables here. You said that you should avoid the intermediate variables, but in this challenge he really did the intermediate variables, which should be avoided. Okay, this code represents one possible solution. You may have some variation in naming variables or in the character escape sequence you use. You may use console right instead of console right line, or you might combine the values instead of using several variables. Combine values. Yes, I combined some values here. However, as long as your code follow the instruction from the challenge and produce the desired output, then congratulations, continue to the knowledge check in the next unit. Important, if you had trouble completing this challenge, maybe you should review the previous unit before you continue on. So what is the difference between my code input and the input in the review solution? So okay, so they have English location and Russian location, but I don't have. But that their few English output is in literal strings, but my few English output in the variable, their English location, which is this one, is in variable, but my English location is in the literal strings. That's the difference, but that doesn't matter, because as it said, whatever your code is, your output should be the same like it's expected. Like, okay, so he use okay, English location. What if I want to use the English location variable? I just want to try it myself. So we have to so the English location is this one. Verbatim is on, dollar is on. Okay, so I don't need to use double backslash. And don't forget the Russian location. I have to copy this right now. Alright. Don't forget semicolon. Okay, let's just remove it all and then console red line. Console right line for both strings, for both English and Russian. Okay, I see. Oh, ACME. I should use interpretation expression here. Use the project name. Because in the challenge you have to use twice. See, the project name variable will be used twice. So yes, project name, the first project name is on the second line and the second project name is on the sixth line. So I did the challenge rules. Okay, so the console write lines I have to use okay, I have to use the character escape sequence here. So without verbatim. Okay, English location first. Don't forget that. And then for Russian section is using the Russian location in the console right line. Dollars. Yes, this one. And do I miss something here? Oh yeah, the project name. I mean this one. I forgot that. The Russian message. The Russian message. Don't forget the new line. After that, new tab. Will it work? Ah, I forgot. Phrases. Yes, phrases. Yes, exactly the same what I expected. So now it's English. I think there is no variable for view English output, so I have to type in the literal strings myself. Okay, I think we'll, and don't forget new line again. Yes, the result will be the same. Okay. Okay. Oh, double T. They have double T. It doesn't matter anyway. It looks like single T. What if I put double T here? It's almost similar, but by my understanding is already perfect. I mean, not perfect, it's already fine. Okay, let's continue. I think we can continue to the knowledge check. Yes, knowledge check. Everyone loves the final test of this module. 3 minutes starting from now. We are on the 12 minutes right now, so I have to end it right before the 9 minutes. Okay, which of the following escape sequence will be used to add double quotes literal string in C# code? This one, of course. Double quotation marks plus backslash. Yes, this is exactly single quotation mark, and this one no one asks about you. This is Q. Everyone knows that. Which of the following lines of code correctly use string interpolation? Assuming that the variable value is a string. String interpolation. String interpolation is always start with dollars, and other option is using verbatim prefix, not dollar prefix. So this is the only answer that is correct. Okay, easy. Now, Unicode characters were embedded in C# string for a console application to present a greeting message in Thai. However, the message is only displayed as question mark characters. What is possible cause? The wrong Unicode character, or maybe the user console doesn't support Unicode. I think this one, because if it doesn't support, then the question mark will be appear. That's usually happens in my experience. What about this? A missing Unicode escape sequence for Unicode? No. If you miss Unicode, you backslash escape sequence, it will not result a question mark. the only way to produce the question mark character is whether the application is not support or the console doesn't support that Unicode core characters. Like maybe the character is just until the UTF-8, but you expect it to be UTF-32. That doesn't make sense. Okay, which of following lines of code appends a single backslash to the string directory? A single backslash. Wait, what is? Is this one? Or this one? This is verbatim. Verbatim means that this one will not work because it has no verbatim. Verbatim is a dynamic that you can use for white space and backslash without having a double backslash. So this one will be wrong. Even the single quotation mark is for char, not for string. Okay, remember that. So this is the only one that is correct. Check your answer. Yes, I got it correct. All easy. So summary, your goal was to write code that format string with special characters such as double quotes. Okay. Okay, what we have done here is special character, double quotes, new lines. Double quotes is backslash with double quotes, new lines with backslash and types with backslash t, and other white space, as well as Unicode character, also combined string using two different techniques. Okay, you have learned a lot here. Using character escape sequence, you added special character in your literal strings by either using special escaping sequence or using verbatim strings. You added Unicode character from other languages like Japanese kanji and Russian Cyrillic in your literal strings. You use symbol string concatenation with the plus symbol and upgraded to a string interpolation for combining values into a string template. Without the ability to format your output, you will be severely restricted in what kinds of information you could present to the user. However, now you can provide your user with sophisticated instruction and feedback with a wide variety of formatting symbol and language. Okay, so let me we learned a lot today. We learned a lot about the character escape sequence here. Wait. Basically, we learn about string, just string, but a more complex of formatting, string formatting. String formatting, I mean literal string formatting. And one of it is as character escape sequence. It's like N T, and then double quotation mark. We already learned that. We already learned again about the double backslash or backslash in backslash, but all of it you I mean, not all of it, just this and this one. It can be all in the verbatim. In the verbatim. Verbatim means that you start with the @ sign, and then all white space and backslash is safe. Whatever you write for the backslash, it's fine, and it will be written exactly the same like in this literal string in the verbatim concept. For example, this one. If you input, let's say hello John, hello John here, and don't forget you have one backslash here. The output will be the same. Let's say same like this one, because verbatim will copy exactly the same all things in the input, but without the @ sign it will not become verbatim, instead become the character escape, which you have to, let's say here, the input of this one, it has to be hello, and then N John, I forgot double backslash here. The output will become like this. Hello John. This one is for character escape sequence. A bit complicated, but I hope you understand. Okay, and then we have learned about the concatenation. Concatenation means plus. Plus is the keyword here. Any variables and any literal string is possible to be concatenated and becomes a new string. Become a new string. As we learned before, I don't want to write it again in this. Okay, and finally interpolation. which is more fun than concatenation. Interpolation. The keyword that you have to worry about is the $sign and what is it? The brace. Okay, the brace with variable inside of it. That's it. I have done the example before. You can see, you can revert back the video and you see there is interpolation, explanation, and concatenation. This is just a quick summary. I hope you guys understand. Also, I'm still learning about how to teach, and especially for my English skill, because my language is, my mother language is not English. I'm from Indonesia, and I hope you guys can understand and progress with me together. If I reach this part 1 module 3, why you not just do the same thing like me, or even you can go far beyond me. Just keep motivated together and let's complete this module. I forgot that. Okay, keep up the great work. I got an achievement for this module. Let's back to the let's back to the free code camp to achieve my progression here. So complete the perform basics formatting in C# module on Microsoft Learn. But I need to answer this question first. Which of the following lines of code correctly use string interpolation, assuming that the variable value is string? This one, of course. Check your answer. Okay, so we'll go to the next challenge. Yes, sir. So this one is module 4. I will progress it tomorrow on the day 4. See you tomorrow. Until next time, hope you guys enjoy my video and bye bye.